with you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome as well. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you click in the bell so when I am uploading on YouTube, you are notified. I'm going to bring for you guys a Valentine's Day look using all high-end makeup. Now, I will be doing another Valentine's Day look using all drugstore. I'm still kind of decide what makeup to wear for my Valentine's this weekend, and my daughter just reminded me we have a lot going on this week, because not only is it Valentine's, we have yet another baby shower to attend. I totally forgot about this baby shower, so yeah, we have another baby shower to attend. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this makeup look and slash busy week slash probably another makeup look I'm gonna bring. Probably a chit chat, get ready with me. I don't know. My daughter just lets me know everything. I told you that's why she's my manager. She keeps up with everything. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this all high-end makeup look. So for those of you that are into the high-end makeup, a lot of times I gravitate a lot. I know I have my go-to makeup that I love to go to. Majority of that is drugstore, but I do mix in a little high-end along with it. But I just thought I would just bring all high-end makeup, and this is all the high-end makeup I currently have right now in my possession. A couple of them my daughter said you're going to use all of it with all the money you spent on this. So we're going to go ahead and get started, because she's more of the inexpensive, cheap, don't spend too much money, but you're going to use all this stuff here. So, of course, I have my handy dandy mirror with me. And we're going to go ahead and get started with this Valentine's Day look using high-end makeup. And again, this is the high-end makeup I currently own. And a lot of this high-end makeup are some of my favorites. And then we may have a couple I'm just trying to get rid of. And I'm not buying another one. Because again, don't want to put it to waste. So we're going to go ahead and get started. For primer, I'm going to prime with the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. This is actually a good primer. I can't really say it's a favorite, but I really do like it. So yeah. Did I put it in my favorites? No, I did not use it as my favorites. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this primer. And if you're not familiar with this primer does have a scent. It's a slight scent, and a lot of things in Fenty Beauty has a scent, has a light scent to it. So if you're the type of person that's not into scents, I'm not sure if you want to take a chance on this primer, but it's a very good hydrating primer. Now I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of the matte primer. So that's why I was initially a little hesitant of the hydrating primer, but so far so good with the primer. I may end up going back and getting the matte just to give it a second try, you know, since this is pretty good. And again, this does have a scent. It's not really a heavy scent, but it does have a scent to it. And sometimes when I do wear this primer through my makeup, you can smell it. But it's not one of those heavy fragrances where it's, you know, going to irritate your skin. But if you are sensitive to scents, I would not suggest you get this primer. But if you're like me and been dealing with a lot of dry skin, this is a very good hydrating primer. And see how it just makes my skin glow. So like I said, I'm still debating and still trying to go back and forth what to bring, because my husband and I do have plans this week for Valentine's, and it's just going to be me and him, because the weeks we've been having, or I should say last few months, have been pretty out there with us as far as being very busy. So yeah, we've been extremely busy. For foundation today, This was actually one of my favorite foundations of 2019, so I'm going to wear this foundation again. This is from Urban Decay. It is their Stay Naked foundation. The shade I have is 80NN. It is a little darker, but I can perfect it, and I have worn this foundation quite a bit since my initial review of it. So yeah, I have worn this foundation quite a bit. I'm more so into the concealer. I love the concealer. I love the concealer. So I'm gonna wear this, and I'm just gonna pounce it using my Juno sponge. The other Juno sponge has a flat surface, has a flat bottom. It's dirty. So no, I'm not gonna use that. Contaminate my skin, you know, have all that dirt and oil. So no, I'm not gonna do that. So again, as you can see, the foundation is a little darker, but we're going to brighten it, and I can perfect with this shade. The shade I have right now, it's 80NN, because I have more of a neutral undertone. But again, I can perfect it, and from time to time, I tend to go a little darker with my foundations. I do have foundations that are my shade, that matches my shade beautifully. That is like the what is that, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and Chai, that is my absolute favorite foundation. Also, that's also my match. It is the MAC Studio Fix foundation, both the liquid and the stick foundation in NC50. That is my match. So yeah, I do go for that. Yeah, it's just, I'm looking through the viewfinder. It is darker on me, but again, I can perfect it and make it my shade. And my kids were literally getting on me because this foundation is like $38. $38, what? And I believe the primer is $35, I think. I don't remember. I've had it for quite a while. I don't really remember what I paid for it. All right. So we're going to get this into the skin really, really well. Not sure. I may not even go with this. I don't even know. I may end up going with my go-to foundation. And my absolute go-to. That's more on the drugstore side. So a couple of my drugstore foundations I need to re-up, because I know a few of them are almost empty. So as you can see, it is a little darker on me, but I'm getting ready to brighten that up for you guys. So my concealer, we're going to stick with Urban Decay. We're going to do the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer in the shade 70NY. Here it is. So that's the concealer I'm going to go with today. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I usually just do one swipe of concealer under my eyes. Just one stripe, little here and down here to define my contour. But because the foundation is a little darker, I am going to do more than one swipe. So, and I really like the finish of this foundation. This is probably why I've worn it quite a bit since my initial review. So here, I'm just gonna do a couple of swipes here. And I usually don't do this. I used to do this a long time ago, and I had stopped doing it. Because for me now, it's all that concealing is really not that necessary. And there's my son. So that's why I'm doing a little bit extra on the concealer, because the foundation is a little darker. I'm going to grab a makeup wipe. I always keep my wipes handy dandy with me just in case. I accidentally got a little concealer on my hand. I didn't mean to do that. So I always keep wipes next to me. So let me just get this off my hand right quick. Sometimes I let the concealer sit, sometimes I don't. I kind of don't like that feel of letting concealer just sit. I kind of don't like that. And I'm just going to take just this end of the Juno sponge, and I'm going to blend the concealer in. And I put some of that concealer over my eyelid. My daughter said, you're going to use all that makeup. We're not putting nothing to waste. So as I blend the concealer in, and I usually don't like to go for the brightening effect. I kind of don't. That's kind of not me lately. But again, since this concealer is, since the foundation rather is a little darker, that's why I do a little extra on the concealer. It's pouncing that in, so you see I'm brightening my chin. I am defining my contour. Yeah. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and do that again, defining the contour. Brightening. There we go. That has blended in really, really nicely. Okay, nose. So I'm going to blend this a little bit more. I've been wearing my hair in ponytails lately because I need to wash my hair, and I think I know how I'm going to wear my hair for Valentine's. Which we will be bringing more hair to the channel. There we go. So we're gonna blend that in really, really good. I really got a little brightening going on. We have our contour defined. We're gonna drag some of that down. But I am going to bronze up and I'm going to set my face. So now we're getting ready to set the face. So I do set my face twice. There we go. So I got what I call the base down. Okay. So for setting powder, again, I do set my face twice. So for the first setting powder, so I get some of this makeup off of my hand, I'm going to go with my Laura Mercier loose setting powder in translucent. So I'm going to go with that first. There we go. I knew I didn't really have to, like, get extra because I knew I had some. Now, I am one of those people that do bake, but I don't bake for very long. So I am going to put the powder, the setting powder here, under both of my eyes, on my forehead. I'm basically putting it in the area where I've concealed. That's really as much setting powder as I'm going to get for this first set. All right, and then I am going to take my brush. We're going to sweep this off because I do not bake for very long. At most 60 seconds. And you need to take it off. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So as that has blended in really, really nicely, really mattified, and again have defined the contour, that's really what your baking is really about. That light with the translucent powder is, if when I do that in the lighter areas, is really just defining my contour, because I really don't contour like I used to anymore. So that's why I do that, because it's giving me a contour already. So when people actually think I've actually put a contour on, I've just made like a fake contour. So I will set my face a second time using my Fenty Beauty Loose Setting Powder in the shade Nutmeg. Now this is my actual, it's close to my skin tone, so I will set a second time with Nutmeg from Fenty Beauty. So all I do with this second setting powder is I just take my brush, dip it into the setting powder. Any excess, I flick it off. Because all I'm going to do this time is just buff it in my skin. And that's really all I'm doing is just buffing it in my skin. And for me, it's not only adding extra protection, it's going to bring a little bit of the color back. There we go. Take that off. Because again, I don't need that much. And this setting powder, this Fenty Beauty setting powder also has a slight scent in it as well. There we go. There we go. Oh, I gotta fix my edges. I get my edges right. Alright, so I'm done setting my face. Next, I am going to use bronzer. So, for bronzing, again, I'm going to stick with Fenty Beauty. So I am going to use the Fenty Beauty bronzer. Here it is. The shade I'm going to use is Coconut. And I have dug a hole in this powder because I love this powder. And what I do with the bronzer is I just put it all over. Goodness, it got all in my throat. Goodness, I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, we're actually, when this is over with, finished with this, we're actually heading to church. And we got a couple of places to go. Then I'm going to be home. And we've had a very unexpected turn this week. We were supposed to be at our flea market booth yesterday. But instead, we didn't go to our flea market booth because my grandsons decided they didn't want to wait till February 18th to be born, so they showed up Friday. So we've been at the hospital. Birth of my grandsons, plural. So yeah, we have twins in the family. All right. And I'm also trying to keep up with my time too. Oh, okay, we're on very good time. So let's see how that goes. All right, yeah. Kind of have to, it's ready for my hair to be washed. All right, so now we're gonna put some color back into my cheeks. So we're gonna go with blush. So for blush, I am gonna go with the Mented Cosmetics blush in the shade Berried Away. So I'm gonna go with that. This is what the color looks like. It's one of my favorite blushes. And all you need with this blush is just a little bit because this is a very pigmented blush. I'm just gonna go with just a little bit. And put it on my cheeks. Get that color. There we go. And again, all you need is just a little bit. There we go. We got a little color coming back into our skin here. There we go. Done with that. Next, we're going to highlight. So again, we're going to highlight. This is from Fenty Beauty. I'm going to use their Kilowatt highlighter in Mascara Mule Ginger Binge. So go with that. And I have used this color. Oh, I got a dry patch right here. I don't like that. I believe that's my daughter coming out the room. I told you that was my daughter coming out the room. There we go. So we are using. Huh? Okay, don't nobody understand that. Okay, I'm putting highlighter on. There we go. Put up it. I don't know what she just said. All right. Why am I saying highlighter? I just finished with highlighter. Eyeshadow. I know. So for eyeshadow today, I'm going to go with my Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions eyeshadow palette. It's the eyeshadow palette I'm going to go with today. And there's my son, who is not a happy camper right now. He's tired. We've had a long day yesterday. He's a new uncle. So I'm going to start with this burgundy shade in the corner. So I'm going to start with that shade first. How you feel, Uncle? I said, how you feel, Uncle? He says he feels like a new man. He's 13. Okay. Yeah, we were at the hospital. We kind of got a late start yesterday getting to the hospital. Because everything just kind of happened really, really fast with my grandson's arrival. And when I mean it was fast, I thought it was fast. And at the time when everything was going down, I was at work. I was telling everybody at work, I got to leave early. My daughter went in labor. I thought I had time, because I was like, keep me up to date. I'm going to be leaving early so I can go to the hospital. I got to go get Miranda. We're going to go to the hospital, so forth and so forth. And my husband makes his way up there. And as we're making our way to the hospital, after I picked up Miranda, my husband says, oh, they're beautiful. Oh, they're here. I didn't know that. Wish somebody had told me that. So as I got the backstory, it literally everything had taken place so fast. I think my son-in-law barely made it in time because the boys was just not going to wait. So they literally had to hurry up. Because my daughter ended up, she had her doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock Friday morning. And while they're examining her, she was in active labor and didn't know she was in active labor. And of course, labor is a little different when you're carrying, when you have multiples. And then, you know, she was carrying twin boys. So when they checked her, she was contracting more than what she thought, and she really wasn't feeling any contractions, and she had dilated to 4 centimeters. And baby A was also in a breech position. He just didn't want to turn around. Baby B was somewhat in position, which was why they had given her an initial date of February 18th, but the babies had other plans, and yeah, they were dilating really, really fast. She was dilating kind of fast, and they did not want her to have a vaginal birth because baby A was in a breech position. So they had to literally hurry up and get her in the operating room to perform the C-section. My son-in-law just made it in time to see his twin sons being born. So yeah. So now we have twins in the family. So of course I went with that deeper shade in my crease. Now on my lid, you know, I usually go with a shimmer. So I'm probably gonna go with this shimmer right here, kind of make it Valentine-y. And I have used this shade quite a bit. I have a hole in here. This was an eyeshadow palette I actually thought I wasn't going to like, and I've been using this eyeshadow palette quite a bit. This has actually been one of my go-to eyeshadow palettes for work, believe it or not. So I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to put it all over my lid. I believe this is the eyeshadow palette I went with on New Year's Eve. There we go. So if you're new to my channel, I'm not into cut creases or anything like that. Every now and then I will do a halo eye. That's about as far as I'm gonna go. For the most part, I go with 2 shadows. This may be an eyeshadow palette I may go for. I'm not sure yet. I still haven't really made up my mind. All right, so now we're gonna do the other eye. I don't know, when I see people do makeup tutorials, they kill me when they do one eye and then they go off camera and do the other eye. Do both eyes. That kind of kills me, like, oh. There we go. There we go. So now I'm going to go back to this other brush and I'm going to blend the two together. There we go. Well, we got that blended together. All right. So now I'm going to set my face. I always set my face before I do mascara and lip. So for setting my face, I am going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So I'm going to set my face with that. Yeah, I'm on the last nub of this setting spray. I love this setting spray, but I have another one in the bag, so I use this setting spray a lot. So I'm gonna let this sit on my face. So only thing I have left really is just mascara and lip. Oh no, it's matching my hair. Let's see. Yeah, it's matching my hair. So as I let this sit, I'm gonna go ahead and put my earrings on. So these gold hoops I do offer right now for $5. Only have a few left in stock. I've been selling quite a bit of these at my flea market booth. So if you're interested in these gold hoops, they are available for $5. Please leave me a comment below or send me an email. I always leave my email address in the bottom of the description box. There we go. Next, mascara. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I do not wear false lashes. You're not gonna catch me wearing false lashes. I'd be damned if I wear false lashes. So I just stick with a very good volumizing mascara. I got this mascara out of my Ipsy. Was it my Ipsy or my Sephora Play? It's out of one of them. But this is from Smashbox. It is their Super Fam mascara. Here it is. So I'm gonna use this from Smashbox. I've actually worn this mascara quite a bit since when I got it. I was at either Ipsy or my Sephora Play. I got it out of one of them, but I've really been liking this mascara. This does give me a lot of volume. And I recently heard a nightmare of someone who had been wearing false lashes for a long time and now has almost no lashes. I just can't do it. I can't. And I'm not going to do that. Stick with what God gave you. Same thing with my eyebrows. I don't draw on extra eyebrows because you're going to try to get the effect that I currently have right now. So that's why a lot of my makeup looks, I try to look as natural as I possibly can. I don't try to totally alter my look with my makeup look, because when I take all this makeup off, I mean, I'm not taking off eyebrows, I'm not taking off lashes. I may take my wig off, but I'm not going that far. And honestly, I'm not impressing anybody. The only person I do impress is my husband, and that's it. Last but not least, lip. My daughter told me use it up. I know you don't really care for it. Use it up. So I'm going to go ahead and use up this lip. So the lip gloss, I'm going to go with a gloss today, but the gloss I'm going to go with today is from Artist Couture. So I'm going to use this lip gloss today. Yeah, I don't really care for the mint feel that's in the lip gloss, but it's a very, very subtle color. It's not just out there, even though it looks like this deep purple. It's really, really subtle. It is a really subtle look, and I felt would be great for Valentine's. It's like the moment you put it on, you feel the mint. Okay. And that is it. This is the final look for this Valentine's Day inspired makeup look using all high-end makeup. So this is it. So again, I will be bringing you another Valentine's Day look using all drugstore makeup. And again, I'm still trying to figure out which makeup I'm going to go with. I only have a few days left before I make a decision as to which way I'm going to go with my makeup look for Valentine's. So hopefully I have something by then. So this is the final look of this Valentine's Day look using all high-end makeup. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.